Hello, hello, hello. How are you, everybody? My name is Nana Kagga, and this is the Nakinyuguzi Chronicles. And today is Tuesday because I post on Tuesdays. Yes, we're getting better at this, so it's no longer a guessing game. But word on the street is that they might extend this lockdown by 21 days, but you didn't hear it from me. Okay, what am I talking about today? Let's get on to the topic for today. Bannange bazadde bannange tuyigirize abaana baffe okuwulira ensonyi n'okubeera n'obuntubulamu. We must teach our children to have a sense of shame simply because it is important in the way they relate to the world and the actions they carry through their lives. I'm not talking about making them feel shame about who they are innately or what they are. That's a whole different topic. Because as a parent, you must support your child about who they are or what they are internally, because we don't define our children. They come to us predefined, and that's a whole different thing. But what I want to talk about is for them to feel shame in their actions that they actually carry out that impact the world in a negative manner. Tulina okuyigiriza abaana baffe okulowooza nti banandaba batya. Kubanga in our culture, and I say that widely, not only in the Chaganda culture, we had that. We had Ubuntu. We had that. We were conscious of our actions and society and the environment. It was important that one lived within the norms of humanity. But we've lost that. Abantu bakyalina nsonyi, tuli bannakyemalira. We have become a society without shame. You know, it's actually in this really, really terrible time of the pandemic, you're hearing about incidents that shouldn't be happening. Right now, we should be fighting for humanity, but you're hearing stories about the thefts of trillions. You're hearing stories about people starving, they're hungry, yet food distribution is actually happening. You hear stories of people falling down manholes because the covers were not there and there was no one to rescue them, and nobody's being held responsible. We are raising a generation of people that will not take responsibility for their actions because they don't have boundaries, because they don't have shame, and without shame, you have got no boundaries. You're a human being without boundaries, and that's a very, very scary thing. Tetukyalina nsonyi bannange. When does exploitation of another human being stop? When is enough enough? This is going on not only in our households with our maids, it's going on in governments, it's going on everywhere in the world where children are being exploited, human beings being exploited. We, as humanity, have lost the ability to feel shame. Naddala nze nsobola kwogera ku byemmanyi naye ekiri wano ewaffe. Ekiri wano ewaffe nti abantu baffe enjala, abantu bali mayumba, tebamanyi bwe banaasasula rent, tebamanyi bwe banaabeerawo, batudde batunuulidde abaana baabwe. Naye nga naffe ababeetoolodde tetukyalina nsonyi, buli muntu yeerowoozaako yekka. We're not islands. We can't exist by ourselves. We coexist in this world. And if you don't have the ability to feel shame, you will continue to destroy and exploit, because innately you can't feel sorry. You can't take responsibility for your actions because your ability to feel shame is not there. Tukuze abaana nga bwe mbagambye, not being ashamed of who they are or what they are, but having the ability to feel shame for actions against humanity, against the environment, against the world at large that could just negatively impact another human being. Tetukyafaayo bye tukola bantu. Tubba amataka. N'abanaakubbira ddala ettaka naye nga gw'olibbyeko munaku muzibu. Tubba emmere naye nga gw'ogibbyeko munaku muzibu. Tubba ssente ng'ate omuntu wa bulijjo y'asinga okuzeetaaga. Naye nga tetulina ki? Nsonyi. ate ekirala kati ffe bwe taba na nsonyi abaana be tukuza banaaba batya n'ensonyi. We're not raising responsible citizens that are responsible for themselves and each other and the country at large. We are raising people that always focus on themselves. Because if that is what we've become, our children learn from us. They become what we are. It's the same thing as I always tell people. You become your mother for girls. You know, your characteristics cannot solely be separated from your mother's. So tulaga abaana baffe by our actions that tukyalina obuntu bulamu, nti tukyalina bantu. Mbeegayiridde tulekeraawo. I don't know who needs to listen to this message, but bannange tukwatibwe ku nsonyi mu byonna bye tukola. Baba bakuwadde omulimu nga gukwata ku ggwanga gukole si nti kwegamba. I always tell people ensonyi zirina ekintu kye zikuleetera n'ogamba bananda babatya nti ne bw'obadde ogenda kubba kyere olekamu ak'obuntu bulamu, nti ne bw'obadde ogenda kutta muntu osigalamu ak'obuntu bulamu. So this is a message not so much for parents, maybe it's for the world at large. Let's reconnect with our ability to feel shame. Everyone tells you right now, well, the Western ideology is that you should never feel shame for anything you do, and I beg to differ. There's certain things that we do that we know will have consequences, but because we have the inability to feel shame, we go ahead and do them anyway because nobody can stop you. Tebakuza nga bakugamba owulire ku nsonyi. N'ekyo ekintu tekikulimu, tewakula nakyo. Tewakula nga weetuwaza ogamba bannaye bananda babatya. We are going through a world that has told us that the way the world perceives you should not define you. I've got bad news for you, actually. The way the world perceives you does define you up to a certain degree. That is why we choose what image to show the world. But in that choice of image, let's have empathy. Let's have the ability to feel shame. Kubanga gye tulaga ng'eggwanga n'abaana baffe gye tubatwala. Ebintu ebiriwo kati wandirowoozezza nti because of the pandemic and the state of emergency that the country is in, that our sense of humanity would be paramount. Unfortunately, we've been proven wrong. The news stories that come out of newsrooms are actually earth-shattering. Makes you question one about one's humanity. So, maybe we can reverse this. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can raise our children with the ability to feel shame and empathy, again, not for what they are or for who they are, but for their ability to do certain things, to exploit humanity, knowing full well that it could possibly destroy another human being. That tusobole okulowooza ku bannaffe n'ebintu bye tukola. Mu Kiganda twakula bakugamba nti munaye banaakulaba batya, banaawulira batya. You know, that was not, I wouldn't say it was 100% right, but it maintained a balance in one's life about what's right and what's wrong. And we are all born with an innate ability to know what's right and what's wrong. Because that's why sometimes when you catch a child doing something, they quickly back up and try to come up with some sort of explanation that, you know, will validate why they did that. So one cannot go about doing certain things and actions and claiming they had no idea about the impact it would have on a nation, on a household, or another person. The ability to abdicate responsibility should be fully erased in our upbringing of our children. Tukuze abaana, naffe abantu. Twezzeemu ensonyi n'obuntu bulamu. Kikulu nnyo, kikulu ddala. Wakijja kutuyamba nnyo okukulaakulana n'okusobola okutereeza ebisobye. I don't know, I get really passionate about certain things. But it is imperative that we question ourselves and who we've become now. I have no problem with Western ideologies as long as they make sense and contribute to a society apart from, unless, they're detrimental in bringing down structures and human beings. I hope that this message is not perceived badly by those out there, but I don't know who really does need to hear it, but we do need to hear it. There's a lot of things that are going on in this world right now, and they're occurring because we lack shame and we lack ubuntu. Bannange ensonyi ziyamba. Ensonyi zikuyamba ne weewala bingi. Tuyigirize abaana baffe ensonyi, naffe abakulu tutandika okuyiga ku nsonyi. N'ekirala ekiriwo banne, bw'obeera n'ensonyi tosobola kweyanika ku mitendera gya social media ng'abantu bwe tutandise okukola essaawa eno. Eby'omu maka n'obiteeka ku social media, anti era tulina nsonyi. Abantu n'oboogerako nga bw'oyagala kubanga tolina nsonyi. Omuntu gw'oyogerako oyinza okuba tomumanyi, oyinza okuba akusinga n'obukulu. But we have no shame, so we go ahead to attack anyone and everyone. We need to... Anyways, I will talk about the impact of putting your entire life on social media, putting your children on social media, putting your relationships on social media. And I know it's the new normal and some people earn from it, but everything that is good or bad does not have to be screamed from the top of your lungs. Sometimes, I'll see you again very soon, next Friday. This is the Nakinyuguzi Chronicles. And okay, I don't have a political tidbit to add today. I think my rant was political enough. Have a beautiful day. Abagaro. Akuume atakuumira mpeera.